All right, thanks, Tony. New Hampshire, as we've said, is the 24th stop on our year-long ABC News project in search of America. 50 states, one nation, 1 year. And our Lara Spencer is going to be taking us on the road in her red convertible in just a few moments going around New Hampshire. But we've in each state concentrated on an interesting medical story in that state. And in New Hampshire, we found a true medical miracle, a remarkable cure for 2 children from the same family who developed the same rare disease that robbed them of the ability to walk. Our medical editor, Dr. Tim Johnson, has their story.
Hi, I'm Gracie Colegrove, and I'm 4.
As soon as he tried to walk, Ellen and Mark knew there was something wrong with their son.
He didn't have a normal gait, and that's an automatic sign of a neurological problem.
Big sister Taylor was fine, but Harrison already had a little sister, Gracie, just 2 years younger. She seemed perfectly normal at first until she too began to try to walk.
We discovered that 2 out of our 3 children had a real problem here. It was devastating, and it really was.
Doctor after doctor saw the Colegroves, but no one had a name for the disease that was robbing their children of their mobility, confining them to wheelchairs, taking away their bodies while their minds struggled with the loss.
Can you put your hands over your head? Go ahead, just put them right up over your head. Let's see how far you can go with them.
I can't.
The tiny details of childhood slipped away. Wrapping on Christmas presents became too hard to maneuver. Toys were difficult as well. During therapeutic riding classes, it took 3 people to keep them on the horse.
It just got harder and harder until couldn't crawl, couldn't move. I had to scoot around. And then, you know, get rashes from the carbon. It was really painful.
5 years of test after test until New Hampshire's Dartmouth-Hitchcock Medical Center and Dr. James Filiano and his team.
When I examined the children, there were 2 features that stuck out. One was the very tiny shimmering tremor, and the second was abnormal tongue movements, particularly in Gracie, the sister.
Dr. Filiano believed the children had something called Dopa responsive dystonia, a rare disease that kept their brains from producing a chemical called dopamine.
Patients with Dopa responsive dystonia appear to have a Parkinsonism or cerebral palsy or something like that, or sometimes other movements, and they're quite disabled.
The notion of them walking again, the thought of it, it was so far removed from what I thought was even possible that I just didn't really entertain it.
But Dr. Filiano could make it happen. No complicated surgeries, just a few of the right pills to restore the body's dopamine.
Oh, careful, you're going down.
Harrison was treated first, and within a few weeks, the sort of medical miracle you find only in movies. A boy in his wheelchair gets up and walks, but on limbs so fragile, bearing his weight actually broke his foot.
I could actually do stuff that I'd never done before. It was amazing. It was crazy. And then in the next few months, I took a few steps. It was just so cool. I remember that. I remember it.
Legs that couldn't walk now can kick and jump. Harrison is now a purple belt in karate. And Gracie, she's taking gymnastic classes.
Can do round-offs and cartwheels and handstands and front limbers and back walkovers.
It's an interesting trip back into normalcy because every so often we're like, hey, we're a normal family.
Remember how they needed 3 people to help them in their riding classes? Now, look at them go. Harrison, wise beyond his 11 years, has advice for others like him.
I'd like to say that there's hope out there for everyone. Everyone, even the sickest person in the world, there's a little bit of hope there.
Bless that doctor, and what 2 great kids. To find out more about this disease, go to our website, abcnews.com. The information will be there. And when we return, it's not all fun and games for Lara Spencer.